What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. It does not matter how you feel about this video. We all want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video.
If the woman has a choice between having a tall bum versus having a short man with resources, she just might choose the man with or most likely she
whichever one is more important to her.
But if she had the option, let's say with your example about the height should come last, in that order. That okay, I do want a tall man, but hopefully he has resources as well. And he's
I don't think height matters. I was just saying.
Yeah, as your example.
We got you, Kay.
It doesn't matter to
y'all
doing the work. Because y'all are small.
Oh no, I get all of those.
It doesn't matter to y'all because y'all are small. You did not get anybody. But unless you're Kevin Hart,
let me tell you something. No matter what city.
I think height is something that a lot of women say all the time. I think it's relative because you can have a man who may not be taller than you or even as tall as you, but his energy will have you, crawling, okay? And when I don't mean literally like that in that aspect, but I just mean as in like, it will have you weak. Like he will just have a hold on you. And so as much as people act like height does matter so much, in a lot of situations, that's not how it really is in real life. If you meet a man that has certain aspects or certain vibe, energy, just something about him, that won't be the number one thing that you're thinking about. Now, of course, we do know that women use this height thing just because of the fact, like, every woman feels like they want to have, like, a certain sense of security. So if you are a woman, you want to feel like it's just a mental thing that maybe somebody who's taller than you is, like, a little bit bigger than you. You just feel like they are more able to kind of, like, protect you, pick you up, like, care for you, like, stuff like that. So a lot of women do have that that thing within their mindset, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that it doesn't necessarily mean that just because a man is bigger than you, taller than you, that he's able to protect you either. So I do agree that height is really, really relative, and it definitely should be at the end of the list, for sure.
Touchdown in. Women,
sir.
Stop. And let's be clear. Oh, wait. No, let's be clear. It don't matter. I just came from Houston. I'm talking in a lobby amongst everybody, and the chicks walk in, and they chose me. Let's be clear.
How did they choose you? What?
They stopped in their tracks. You better.
Look, but let's not act like just because he's married that women are not going to throw themselves at him. That doesn't mean anything, okay? It also doesn't mean that he's not going to find other women attractive, and it also does not mean that he has to act on it either. It just means that there can be women that have approached themselves. He got into conversation, and they prove themselves like, yeah, I want to be with you. I like you. So let's not act like that's not possible just because he's married. That doesn't mean anything. People being attracted to you, people trying to highlight you, and you acting on it is two different things.
Better recognize.
So they stopped and they're like,
with my chick there, stopped in their tracks. Talk about it.
Oh, I'm saying it.
Q, you was there too.
And I'm like, why is this girl grabbing his ear? I'm like, well, women are really friendly in Houston. So, but let's just be honest. Women want money. Come on, you're not about to be naive.
Q was there. I ain't say nothing. I never looked her way. Never looked at any of them chicks' way. They stop in their tracks and they come over there and they grab my hand. Real talk.
They seen dollar signs.
She rubbing on his hand.
It don't matter what they saw. But they may have saw dollar signs, but they also saw his height too, and they still acted on it. So that's proving that point, that height is not the highest thing on the list.
Your Versace robe. Houston are known for.
I had on a hoodie, just like I'm dressed right now.
No,
did I not have on a hoodie?
I was just playing.
Yeah, he just had on a hoodie. Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't dressed like, oh, I got big chain and like, no, nothing like that.
I ain't have on nothing. I was chilling with a hoodie. I was chilling amongst it was, how many dudes was in there? How many dudes was all in there?
Really great, Anton. Yeah, I was about to say. I'm just this anecdotal experience.
No. It ain't no anecdotal experience. This is my life.
About your life.
The point that I'm making.
No, he can't shine. Make her feel some type of way. It's okay if he just saying that people is attracted to him, and he's not the tallest person in the world, obviously, right? He's not like I don't know how tall he is in real life, but I know that he's obviously not like a tall man. He's not a man that you would consider like tall. So he's just proving his point. And I think that there's a lot of men who are maybe not considered tall that can also say the same exact things.
That women know that their nature, they can sniff out the real. And when you move a certain type of way, and I keep trying to tell these dudes, when you move a certain type of way, you ain't got to worry about getting no chicks. You ain't got to worry about trying to find them. They going to find you. Rita's sitting right there. She talking to Rita like, oh my God, like, what's up? But by default, that's just the way that you got to work, bro. You don't have to worry about none of that. You just do what you do, and chicks instinctively know. The nature of a female is to find out who the dopest in the room. She walk by, she stop in her tracks, she wait, she say, excuse me, and she come up to me. That's what it do. It ain't got nothing to do with height. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You gonna take control if you the man that you supposed to be. It ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. Women are gonna find what it is that they want.
You keep on shining.
Okay.
Women are gonna find what it is that they want. Valid.
I keep trying to tell y'all book coming out soon. I'm gonna teach these dudes. Y'all keep watching Fresh and let him teach y'all.
Watching who?
Fresh from Fresh and Fit. Let him teach y'all.
Right, I've never even seen an episode of that, but I have heard of it. I don't even know what.
You're not missing anything.
What y'all talking about?
All right, so we talked about female nature, right? And I wanted to kind of talk about male nature because I do believe that males do have nature as well. So I'm going to start with you, Amira. Male nature. Breaking down male nature in relationships. What comes to mind?
Male nature in relationships. I would say for a man.
Okay, I want to answer this first so that way it doesn't look like my answer is influenced by anybody who's answering. But male nature, leadership, respect, just everything that comes to mind when I think of a male's role in a relationship. The deciding factor on things, provision, protection, offering like a comfortable lifestyle, comfort. And when I say comfort, I mean in like all aspects. Like you just feel safe around this person because of their protection, but also financially. But like, you just always know that this person's gonna figure it out or have it together. What is that word? Stability. These are all the things that I think of when I think of the male's role in a relationship.
Like, I'm not a man, so I can't really.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying based off what you see.
Based on what I see.
Yeah, like I think it's good to get the woman's perspective as well. I'm just curious how women see it.
Okay, coming from my perspective, knowing my husband and having our talks that we have, he's very high on respect being number one, loyalty number two, and just family. Basically, I want to say men's nature. There's a bad side to men too, but it can be perceived as bad.
What?
The aspect of wanting to protect what's yours and being territorial can be seen as too dominant or too aggressive or a bad trait. I don't see it as a bad trait by far. I actually appreciate it and I enjoy it. As a feminine woman, I enjoy my husband being territorial over me and protective over me and making sure that nothing comes my way and nothing can harm me. And it can come off as a little controlling. So that's one thing that I guess people can see as a negative thing for men. If I want to speak about the negative of women, I have to speak about the negative of men too. But for men, I mostly see positive things, honestly. Mm-hmm. I think female nature is way more vicious than male nature, just to be honest. So.
Interesting. Okay, breaking down male nature.
That's true. I mean, I don't know if anybody would dispute what she just said about women being more vicious, but I think it's true. I mean, like, you put like a couple women in a group together, they end up like arguing, getting too close, stepping over boundaries, competing, all of these things, like just being a certain way, and then men all can get around each other and still walk away unaffected as well. So I think it's just our nature is just completely different.
Ships, I see you with your head down, so I knew immediately you want me to call on you. What are your thoughts about
teacher.
that?
And you know what? Never mind. I was about to go off into a tangent about like the whole calling on people that you think aren't listening thing.
It's not the time right now, Kay.
I know.
It's not the time. He just said that with a straight face. It's not the time right now, okay? It's just not the time.
I was listening though.
Come on, just lay it up. We need no turnovers. Come on.
Male nature in relationships. I mean, I was gonna say the same thing about like, you know, I want to hear more from y'all about that. I mean, my answer is gonna be one that y'all are not gonna like.
I think that women are able to answer this question because we are the ones who are experiencing the nature of men in relationships. So, especially if you are a feminine woman, you know the balance that works with you, agrees with you, that, you know, equates in a relationship. So I think it's easy for a woman to explain the nature of a man in a relationship because you're, as a feminine woman, you're observant of that, your counterpart. You should be.
I think it just depends on the man. It depends on the situation. I don't know. Like, please, men, give me more insight.
So when you look at your man, you don't, like, there isn't like a standard.
I mean, I know
that you notice.
I know how my man is, but that's not. I don't know if that's every man. I don't know if that's just men's nature. Like the things Amira was talking about, like being protective and kind of, you know, feeling
domineering,
like being the dominant one, or things like that, like the protector, the provider, all of this type of stuff. Yeah, but that's
that's what you would consider the nature of a man to be. I don't think that's. There's a standard. There's a standard of what you consider, and there's no, you know, it's relative to each question, to each person. That's why I feel like he's asking each person what they would say. You know, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no like, oh, well, 100% of men. No, you just say from your experience what you look for the nature of a man to be, and then there's also obviously ultimately going to be just the truth, but you can express your experience.
I don't know if that's every man, so I'm not gonna. I don't know.
So what about being stubborn? I want to ask you. What about your man? Is he stubborn? Because this is.
He definitely puts his foot down, and.
So there you go. They're more alike, just like women, more alike than different, right?
I mean, I'm just not gonna say that everyone's the same, but yeah. If the question was, how is your man in a relationship, it would be different versus men's nature. I would rather hear from the men about that.
I don't know. You can't really deflect off that one. This is a panel discussion. So
what do you mean I can't deflect off of that one?
Yeah, I asked you the question. I see you trying to deflect.
I literally answered it.
Okay. I'll make sure I come to you first.
I actually agreed a lot with what Amira said.
Okay. I'm just messing with you, Kay.
Yeah,
she did say like provision, protection, and stuff like that, but she kind of rushed through it because she's more wants to stick on the point that everybody is different instead of just like answering the question full out.
So, Amira, is it okay for your husband to check you?
Definitely, I expect him to do that.
Okay. Okay. What about you? Is it okay for your man to check you?
Oh, he definitely checks me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that.
I bet.
Kayla, breaking down male nature
relationships. It's not okay for y'all to check me because y'all not my man. But
see, that was not necessary. It's not okay. Her man checks her, but it's not okay for other men to check her because they're not her man. The thing is, I think that there shouldn't even be a situation with other men because they're not your man that they would need to check you. You shouldn't have to even put yourself in a predicament where another man has to feel like he has to check you because you don't cross certain boundaries with people who are not your man. You're not going to talk to certain men who are not your man so deeply and so in depth and so much that they even have the opportunity to do that. So,
saying, okay, go ahead. Sorry, I had to throw that in.
You cut your man off, Kay? I was curious. This is a curious question. Do you cut your man off?
Sometimes I try, but
let me tell you, dog. Kay is not like this in real life. I don't know who Kay is online, but in real life, this is not Kay. Kay is super feminine, super chill, super shy.
What?
Real talk.
Yeah.
Did he just expose her? Because it sounded like he did. And based off of her facial expression, it didn't seem like it was a lie either. But I could ultimately believe that too. I could believe that she's a completely different person. You know, because she says, Q asks, like, oh, do you cut your man off? And she's like, I try, but I can't. Like, basically, she can't do those things. I think that's really, really interesting. Really interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. You know I want to know what you guys feel about this entire conversation. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And again, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.